Live at 4, this is 13 News Now.
A wet end to the day around Hampton Roads with some heavy showers on the radar.
And that rain will last through part of the night. Thank you for joining us for 13 News Now at 4. I'm Janet Roach.
And I'm Regina Mobley. Let's get over to our chief meteorologist, Jeff Lawson, who's tracking the wet weather.
Yeah, and there's even a chance we're going to see a couple of isolated thunderstorms mixed in with some of this activity. We had a few breaks of sunshine, now a lot of clouds. You can see the raindrops hitting our Skyview camera there. Right now, we've seen a couple of areas of shower activity throughout the day. Now we're starting to build even more of it. And in fact, as I mentioned, chance of severe weather. This line out west has had a couple of warnings with it so far. They'll tend to weaken those storms as they come east. The ones here in the east have some heavy rain. Notice the flood advisory down there near Rocky Mount, but have not had a whole lot of lightning and thunder or severe weather associated with them. So right now we've had a little bit of rain move through the Norfolk area. Right now the heaviest is out here across just east of Franklin. Areas there of Suffolk, back down to about a Hosky, very heavy shower and storm activity down there. And all of this, as we mentioned, is continuing to move to the north. So right now, temperatures are about as warm as they've been all day. We made the lower 70s. We're still holding at 69. Look at that humidity, though, 96%. Winds out of the south at 9, and they have been gusting even higher than that. So where do we go from here? Well, more of the same. We're going to look for more of these showers. Chance of a storm. It's not going to rain everywhere all night, but we will have several of these lines that will come through. Late evening, early overnight, another one comes through, and look at some of the rain amounts. We could have a few areas with a little bit of a runoff problem, some of the underpasses, that type of thing, and then things gradually clear out as we get into tomorrow and temperatures plummet. We'll talk more about that. And a chance for a little bit of a snowstorm maybe sometime middle of next week. That's all coming up.
All right, thanks, Jeff. With the rain tonight, it's important that you stay safe on the roads. Well, the best way, of course, is to stay home, but if that's not an option, you should watch out for windy conditions. Slow down and don't use cruise control. Use your headlights and hazard lights. Brake slowly so you don't hydroplane. And finally, turn around if there's too much water so you can see the road.
Developing now, work is underway at the high-rise bridge. VDOT broke ground today on the 64 widening project that will take the bridge from 4 lanes to 6. The interstate will also gain lanes between 264 and 464. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shin was at the groundbreaking. She joins us live from Chesapeake.
Well, you guys, this is the biggest project VDOT has had so far in their history. Now, the new bridge would go in behind us here on the south side of the current bridge, and it will be a good 100 feet above the Elizabeth River. But that's not the only thing that's part of phase 1 for this project. No, the other part of it is that they will actually expand I-64 south side to have 6 lanes instead of 4 for nearly 9 miles, you guys. Now, at the groundbreaking this morning, Governor Terry McAuliffe says this last groundbreaking of his is one of the most important ones for the local economy.
It's a game changer for the region. It's important. We're spending taxpayer money wisely, we're saving taxpayers money, and we're delivering a product.
Now, this project is expected to be done by the year 2021. And stay with us here for 13 News Now at 5 o'clock. We'll introduce you to one of the project managers who's going to talk about developing this road and the bridge. Reporting live in Chesapeake, I'm Megan Shin, 13 News Now.
Portsmouth schools have announced the official plan to make up the 5 recent snow days. There are 2 makeup days built into the calendar. To make up the rest of the time, 3 early release days will become full school days. Exam dates are also delayed, and from January 22nd through May 18th, the school day will last 8 minutes longer. Here's the Suffolk plan. 4 early release days become full days. Students will also have to come to school President's Day, which is February 19th. 13 News Now is tracking all the school division makeup plans. We will have the list of all of the announcements on 13newsnow.com.
No arrests yet in a double shooting that left 1 man dead and a teen hurt. Newport News police say someone shot and killed 25-year-old Isaac Harris last night on Terrytown Court. Bullets also hit a 15-year-old boy in the leg. At this point, police have not released any suspect information or said what may have led to the shooting. A second person is behind bars in Isle of Wight County after a 5-year-old boy ended up in critical condition in the hospital. The sheriff's office has now charged 33-year-old Justin Cox with child neglect. The child's mother, 32-year-old Jay Hadley, is charged with child abuse and aggravated malicious wounding. Investigators say Monday, medics found a 5-year-old boy unresponsive at a home on Yellowhammer Road in Zuni. Cox and Hadley are in jail without bond.
A Virginia Beach man is facing a murder charge after a homicide earlier this week. 73-year-old Richard Waltz is charged with killing 75-year-old Marlene Waltz. On Monday, police found Marlene dead in a home on Five Forks Road near Pleasure House Road. Police also found a man badly hurt at the home, although it is not clear if that man was Richard Waltz. Richard Waltz is currently in custody. More money is coming to help fight homelessness in Virginia. The governor announced $1.1 million in homeless reduction grants for 13 different projects. 4 of those are in the Hampton Roads area. Each local charity is getting $100,000. All of the groups either focus on rapid rehousing for people who suddenly become homeless or services and supportive housing facilities.
Tonight, we're getting a first look at the extensive damage at an historic Portsmouth church that went up in flames last week. Here's a close-up of the view of the steeple that caught fire. We just showed you that moments ago at Monumental United Methodist. Investigators say a propane torch ignited wood on fire, and we've learned restoration work was happening at the time. The church congregation has to temporarily move out since the sanctuary was damaged. We caught up with Pastor Megan Sochet, who was out of town when the fire happened.
Seeing the building for the first time, being inside and seeing the damage that was caused by the water that was used to fight the fire, it's somewhat overwhelming and emotional.
And coming up on 13 News Now at 5, our Stephen Graves shows you pictures inside the church and has more on recovery efforts.
A piece of the battleship New Jersey is heading back home. Right now, crews are moving 3 gun barrels of the ship from Norfolk Naval Shipyard's St. Julian Creek Annex to a Philadelphia shipyard. 13 News Now reporter Elise Brown was there as the move got underway.
This gun barrel is heading back to the battleship New Jersey.
It's very emotional, more than exciting, because these are the guns that won the war.
Philip Rowan is with the museum in the state of New Jersey where the ship is on display. Here at Norfolk Naval Shipyard, there are in total 3 remaining gun barrels from the battleship, each one 66 feet long, weighing more than 237,000 pounds.
They were the ones that were involved in Iwo Jima and Okinawa and the whole campaign in the Pacific in World War II, and then also in Korea.
The shells would fly 25 miles with about a 200-foot accuracy.
The Navy donated the barrels. Gary Mahan's foundation, which preserves all sorts of items, helped raise money to move them.
They've been laying in this field for over 50 years, and we're picking them up, putting them on heavy trailers, transporting them about 2,000 feet.
Once there, crews will load them onto a train. One will end up at the battleship, one will go to the former Philadelphia Naval Shipyard where the ship was built. The other will head to the Mahan Foundation, which is in the state of New Jersey. It's not an easy move, but one that's worth it.
Our mission through our foundation is to try to preserve history so that future generations can enjoy.
So it's very important.